This document also tells teachers that when you greet your students for the first time, announce your name and pronouns, and to replace words such as boys and girls with phrases like everyone or folks. You can use words such as parents or guardians rather than mums and dads. They're really here trying to erase the boundaries as to how children view gender. They really want children to rethink how they view gender. I think there's a sinister side to doing this in that it's trying to normalise really all types of transgressions. We had 13 women on the NCCA panel that created this. We're talking here about radical feminism. Really, they're trying to take down the perceptions of what it is to be male and female.
They're pushing the stereotypes. Like, that's the problem I have with this. They're pushing them. Like, they're making an issue where there is the problem.
He's clarified that he's self-partnered, which means that he's not single, but he's in a relationship with themselves. So you've just spent the last few classes analysing gender stereotypes, and now you're going to talk about gender identity to your first year students. And the recommendations of the class report are not actually be taken into account. And it's the most comprehensive report that we have ever had. And even Dr. Paul Moran, who's a psychiatrist with the National Gender Service Ireland, he actually said that there's too much gender affirming material sent to the schools. And we have a load of detransitioners and nothing about detransitioners in the SPHE Toolkit. It's all about being an ally. You stick up for people's rights, and in particular LGBT rights. In this SPHE Toolkit, they're teaching gender identity. It's been taught as fact, and this is a huge safeguard issue. It was put into busybodies, and I don't even think teachers know that it's actually in the busybody booklets where they talk about gender identity in it.
Definition of gender that's being used here is the same definition of gender that UNESCO have.
That's the range of activities from kissing, touching, fondling to sexual intercourse in all its forms. I think it's really a push to try and get children to label themselves as lesbian, gay, non-binary, trans, asexual, pansexual, bisexual.
Family is so important, and you get rid of that and people are left isolated and vulnerable and controllable.
There's a phrase in one of the textbooks, these stupid breasts. Do you know how it's all presented to children? You're creating fear and anxiety in children, you know. And she referenced how fears around childhood innocence act as a barrier in ways that don't account for the capabilities of children or the wants of parents. We see it here actually in an English textbook, Louder Than Words. And in the textbook, they have information about non-binary identities. In Make a Difference, which is produced by Folens, they have a chapter 26 all about LGBT plus rights. I have the right to an identity. They talk about what does all the LGBTQI symbols mean.